Hunter Biden testified behind closed doors today before the House Oversight and Judiciary Committees as part of the GOP's House impeachment inquiry into Joe Biden. After the hearing, Congressman Comer announced that they will move forward with a public hearing. They expect transcripts from the closed-door deposition to be released within 24 hours. Joining me now, author of Blood Money, Peter Schweizer, another new book. Peter, you're always a best-selling author. Love having you back, my friend. No better person to talk to about the Hunter Biden scandals and links to China than you. Did you get some of the fallout? I mean, we had Jim Jordan earlier, and we had Dan Goldman saying there's no link to foreign governments with Hunter Biden. What are your thoughts on all this today?
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. I mean, they describe the business officials in China that they were dealing with as, respectable businessmen. As I pointed out, as other people have pointed out, every single one of the businessmen that sent tens of millions of dollars to the Bidens have ties to Chinese intelligence. Yi Yiming, the head of this Chinese energy company, his previous job was running an organization that is known to be a front for Chinese military intelligence. So this notion that, they're trying to basically whitewash this and create a new impression of who these guys are. The fact is these were not ordinary businessmen. These were not ordinary business transactions. In one case, they sent $5 million to Hunter Biden with nothing expected in return. In another case, they sent $5 million as a forgivable loan, interest-free loan to the Biden family. Who does that with no expectation of anything in return? So the facts state otherwise, and I think this is just another example of the Democrats having tried to spin this in a very difficult way.
Clearly, they're trying a new tactic today. First time I've ever heard this one. Hunter Biden made some sort of accusation that Jared Kushner, son-in-law of President Trump, was far more dirty in his dealings with foreign countries than Hunter was. And then Dan Goldman, the ridiculous congressman from New York, saying, or New York or Connecticut, I can't remember, saying that, there's no ties with Hunter and foreign governments, but there are far closer ties between Jared Kushner and foreign governments. Please weigh in on that one.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean, look, you can say that, Jared Kushner is doing these foreign deals, but Jared Kushner and the Kushner family actually have something called a business. It's a real estate business with actual buildings. The Bidens don't have any of that. There's no product. There's no service. So,
Peter, let me ask you this. We have Congress people on all the time. We had Jim Jordan tonight. We had James Comer a couple of days ago. And I continually ask them, well, why is it so difficult to get a smoking gun? Why is it so difficult to pin this down as criminal activity? Or even if we don't link President Biden to it, but so what? We have whistleblowers, we have testimony, we have checks going this way and that. We have so much evidence. Why is it so difficult, Peter?
I think they're making it harder on themselves than it should be because they're allowing Democrats to set the parameters. You made a very important point. The obsession seems to be to tying money actually going to Joe Biden. If you look at the federal statutes on corruption, on bribery of federal officials, if your family member receives money and you perform a service for their benefit, that's every bit the same as if the politician takes the money themselves. And that's what's happening. So they should focus on what the statutes and what the restrictions are. And I think also look at the public opinion polling on this. The Harvard-Harris poll, ABC News, the New York Times, all of them have polled on this to the question, did Joe Biden engage in illegal or highly unethical behavior to help his family business? In every one of those polls, 65% or more of the American people are saying yes. So they can spin all they want in Washington. On the ground, this has shifted substantially against the Bidens.
Now, I hope the answer is because the Department of Justice, the Merrick Garland, is a Democrat, and he's not willing to take up the case. And when there's a transition of power, someone may continue. And we still have that evidence. This evidence is being collected. Peter Schweizer, good luck with the brand new book. Good having you on. I appreciate your time.
Thanks for having me.
All right, folks.